All right, now, back screens. How do we guard a back screen? All right, we're down in our stance. There's the ball right there. And this is very good. A lot of lob plays are set up like this. And here comes this back screen, and when the man comes up to set the back screen, one, he's going to call out back screen. And when he calls out the back screen, knowing that's going to happen, we are going to stay home. We call it stay home on the back screen. And this man right here is going to pause and protect the goal while this action's there, and he's going to pause until the defensive man can get there. And now he's going to recover back out to his man. Again, we'd rather give up that shot than we would the backdoor layup, and especially people that like to throw lobs for dunks that seem to excite their crowd or seem to bring them back with emotion. This sometimes will take, or most of the time will take that out of it. All right, now, block-to-block screens. Block-to-block screens. Coach, take the ball over to there. Now, let's say a perimeter screening for a big right here. Okay, well, we've already said that any perimeter guy right here is going to front the post, and this has been really, really effective for us. And you can see most of the things we do has a lot to do with being physical and being the aggressor, but at the same time really emphasizing not fouling. We want to shoot and make more free throws than our opponents attempt. If we can make more free throws in a season than our opponent attempts, then we've done a nice job that year. Okay? So we're going to front the post right here. Here's block-to-block screening, and as it takes place, he sets this good baseline screen. Well, what we want to do in this situation is the cutter, whatever way the cutter is going to go, so Ben, go over the top this time. We're going to actually step up, put a body on the man. Eric's got to now be fighting through to get over, and now we're going to go right back to our man. Again, the slips and step backs are not going to be a problem here because the spacing is so bad. We've got good pressure on the ball, and this will slow this man down just enough that it gives that defensive man on the weak side a chance to get to his man. Again, not giving up a layup, preferring to give the ball up to here. And you got to also remember we got other players out here where we've got some support and help. The last screening action that we find we face a lot is the on-ball screen. And now this is how we're going to guard on-ball screens inside the three. Well, we've got to, because it's so close to the goal right here, we have got to get over the top. You can't get in a situation where all of a sudden the defensive player here gets behind the screen and gets hung up because he's a good shooter is going to step behind it. So what we've got to do right there is we're going to step, and what I say is get skinny on this guy right here, and you're going to be in your stance, but you've got to get your leg over the top of it, and you've got to get your rear up, and you've got to get skinny over the top and recover to the man. Okay, what does the screener's man do? The screener's man right here is going to show right here. I've got this spot here at screen right, call it out early. I'm going to show, and I'm going to get back to my man. Because a lot of times you're going to get pick and roll action right there, and you've got to be able to show. All right, now, you want to call out that screen as early as possible. All right, move down there in that spot. As the screen's starting to develop, even if it doesn't take place, call it out. Screen right. I'm going to show right here. I'm going to be in a supports position. Going to get skinny. I'm going to show to the other side till he needs my help, and then I'm going to recover back to my man. All right, that's on-ball screens inside the three-point line. All right, now, if the on-ball screen takes place on the three-point line, straddling it or anything outside, we've developed a thing called we're going 2 under. We're going to go 2 under because we feel like that if the farther out they are, the better chance we have to hopefully maybe get him to shoot it from out there, but we felt like this is a good way to guard it. We're in our position here. We call that on-ball screen. Nothing's changing. And as the man goes to the dribble, we're going to suck up to the screen and now go 2 under, and this man's going to meet him on the other side. Well, what's good about this is it eliminates the screen and roll because we've just got into the man, and there's no way that he can roll to the goal right there. A lot of this on-ball screening like this late in the game to try and free a shooter up, and the 2 under is very effective. All right, now, if the man wants to come from behind and use the screen and shoot it right off his backside there, we want this screener, the man that's forming this 2 under, he's going to come off and now contest that shot. He's going to come and contest that shot, and again, they're shooting it outside the three. You can almost use this man as some help right here. All right, that's how we guard the on-ball screens. The last thing we do is we play personnel. we play personnel situations. When we've got a real good player, a big-time player, we have a couple of things we try and do. One of the things is we're going to say we're going to know help, and I think it's really important how much you scout. And if you really know the players you're playing against, some of these things can be real effective of taking a shooter out of the game and saying that this guy's not as effective and I would rather have him shooting the ball than this guy shooting the ball. Well, we may be in a no-help situation, and that would mean this. If we were playing and the ball got penetrated right here, the ball's penetrated, we're not going to come off that man. All right? We're not going to come off, and we're going to be in a no-help. We're going to be in a no-help, and we're staying with that man, and we're going to say, you're going to beat us right here. All right? That would be no help, an example of no help. Okay? Another example would be he's so good that, let's throw the ball right, let's come over here. All right? Well, in no help, we're going to be off to the goal. We're going to play it normal. Any kind of penetration, any kind of plays, we're going to stay with the man, no help. But this is, we're playing it straight, except there'd be no help. Well, now, if we say that guy is a great player and he's just not going to catch it, we're going to be in a no catch. In a no catch, and no matter where the ball is, we're calling off any kind of weak side help. All we're doing is face guarding that guy. But when he's doing it, I think it's important that he still looks over his shoulder and finds the ball, because this way at least he knows where screens are coming. I don't think you can just face guard him and have no idea where the ball's at, but you're not lending any help at all. So we have no help. No help. When there's penetration, you're not coming off. Then we have no help, no catch, and that means you're just face guarding him, and he's not catching the ball. Okay? The other one is this. We're posting up, and the ball gets into the post. Let him catch it in there. Well, we're in a no cover right here, so there's no chance of this guy coming off right here, a good shooter. We're not going to come off and drop and help and allow this guy to get free in a two-man game situation where he shoots it. So this would be a no cover the post. All right, and we're going to tell this post guy he has to score with a guy on his back, and we'd rather have him shooting it than this guy shooting it. A no cover, okay? So out of these three, we have a no help, a no catch, and a no cover. So our guys will know, and we'll say on our scouting report, okay, we're going to no catch this guy. Okay, we're not going to come off and help. A no help this guy. When the ball goes to the post, you're not going to cover. There's no cover. You're going to no cover him, and it can be all combination of both, all three. And we can say no help, no cover, no catch. Now, we've got a big scorer in here. We may have an undersized post guy, but we've got to be able to figure out how we're going to guard this guy. Well, some players are really good at, and you've got to figure this out again in your scouting report, they will catch the ball and just turn and score in the post. So on the flight of the ball right here, on the fly of the ball, we're just going to come off this guy and flat double him right away. And we're going to double him to the inside right here so that he can't get to the middle. We're not going to let him. We've got a guy behind him, and we're just going to flat double him right away. Double him right away. We call that live red. Some guys in the post are pretty good, and they would just as soon have them turn and shoot, but a lot of guys want to get the dribble in for the bounce, okay? Well, what we're going to do there is this. Okay, now we're playing the post. The ball gets thrown, and what we call is post drop. Post drop, and on the post drop, what we're going to do is I've got your spot, Tyson. Throw it back out to him. On the fly of the ball, I'm going to drop halfway. Drop halfway. And then when the man goes into the dribble, now we're going to go and double him. In and double him and force the ball to get thrown back out to somebody. So there, right there, you get the guy hesitating, knowing where it's coming from. And then the last thing we'll do is this. If we've got a guy that is a non-scorer on the perimeter, a non-scorer, non-shooter, we feel like he's not going to be able to beat us, we will double team the post with the non-shooter and then rotate out of it wherever he is from the floor. Whoever that is, say that's the non-shooter, okay, so the ball gets thrown, we're in a live red, and we're going to double. And then we're going to rotate out of it, and we're going to double off a certain player, another personnel move. We can also post drop from there. Post drop, throw it, guard him, bounce, double. So those are some of the things we'll do off of our defense right there, off of our defense. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully it helps you, help you develop your defense. I feel like it's a very important part of the game. It helps you win games. And so have a good season, and thanks for watching.